At least some people are speaking up at this very crucial time. Following the exchange of almajiris between the states, a Second Republic lawmaker, Dr. Junaid Mohammed, has called for the arrest and prosecution of security operatives at the borders that allow for almajiris to be concealed in trailers like cows to be smuggled to the southern states. This is not right. Muhammad, who was speaking against the backdrop of a recent situation when Southeast South states clamped down on almajiris relocating from North, says he doesn't believe that almajiris treatment was necessary. Now, if you could recall that the President Muhammadu Buhari in his COVID-19 broadcast on April 27, 2020 had talked about the new plan to ensure there is no movement between states. However, the security at the border posts have been compromising and letting the almajiris to be smuggled to other states. The ex-lawmaker told the Guardian newspaper that his views for the past 60 years on almajiri are not changed. He said, I don't believe the almajiri is necessary. I don't believe it is politics or religion. I don't believe it is in the interest of our country to allow this unhealthy phenomenon. Even this governor, Erufai, said the same thing. He was the first to kick against this. I believe that is a slap on their face. They've kept the system alive for a very long time, and I don't know why. Almajiris are supposed to be scholars, Islamic scholars, children, people, youth, young people that come from different regions, locations, and states to come study Quran. But we are in a different era. The knowledge of Quran should be like Sunday school that every other child learns in mosque. It shouldn't become a job. I know that people go study theology as Christians and they become pastors, they say God called them and all of these things. But if you turn all the children to Islamic scholars, who is going to be a doctor? As you can see, many of them are just artisans. They are not even productive to the society. And eventually, almajiri system became what we know today. They became destitute. So almajiri changed. That's to tell you that the structure, the original intent of it wasn't working as they became useless. They became destitute. They became the farm where Boko Haram go there to harvest mines. They brainwash them, train them to become terrorists. They become ISWAP and everything. And they become beggars all over the street. They become drug users. It is terrible. It is terrible. No one chooses where to be burned to. You just wake up one day, you find yourself in a location, and you're like, how did I get here? And whatever situation or circumstances you face, that's just it. That's just what it is. It's like someone somehow has already selected what your life will become, location that your life will become, but you can make a change. That's just the point here. Once you're born and you realize this, you can make a change. But I don't know if it's going to be easy for any of these almajiris to wake up one day and make a change. How easy is this going to be for them to make a change? How easy is it? Because many of them have been brainwashed. When it comes to religious intolerance, you will find the hands of these almajiris on whoever that they are going to lynch or kill. So these children are only there and they are used for nothing else than evil. So they went for that to say it is economically counterproductive. It does not help in developing the country or developing the young men who are the almajiri. If they are brought up to be almajiri, most of them do not know the Quran. They don't know modern education. They have no trade, no job. They have no training. The only training they have is the ones that I've said before: evil, wickedness, terrorism, nothing more. So as far as I'm concerned, it is in fact an abuse of those children who are brought up to be almajiri. How did they come up with this? They decided to come up with a lot of children in the hope that they will keep saying we have much population. You might have much population, you might have more population, but the truth and the reality is that all your population, majority of them are useless because you brought them up to be useless. He said on top of that, it is important to realize that if the almajiris decide to get married, there is a responsibility attached to that marriage. If they decide to have a child, there is a responsibility attached to them as far as the child is concerned. The idea that you can decide to get married and start producing children like rats is simply uncalled for, and in the long run, a criminal offense as far as I am concerned. Many of them just come up with children. They keep pouring out the children over the street. The man gets about 6, 7 wives, 8 wives, young children, probably at the age of 13, 14. They begin to get them pregnant. and they pour them all over the street. Once the children can crawl, they pour them on the street to go and beg. What kind of life is this? Is this religion? I don't know. Is this culture? I don't know. Bring up a child in this modern age of the 21st century who is not educated, who cannot read and write, who only thinks they can speak their language, who cannot do anything. They've not learned any trade. You know what that means? Who knows nothing, doesn't even know the truth about the religion, who knows nothing about any profession, is a crime against humanity. And we are all sitting on a keg of gunpowder. We are sitting down on a bag of explosive. It will blow, and it will blow right in your eyes. You can see that they are all hiding like stowaway, hiding in trucks and all of those things. You think you can fight it in the south? No, you can't, unless you raise up your voice now before it becomes too much. If they begin to infiltrate, you'll be shocked. Do you know the number of these ALMAJ1R1S, this destitute? They ran in millions. Just imagine them invading the south. How many people are you going to kill? How many people are you going to shoot when they begin to perpetrate their criminal activities? When they begin to spread virus, diseases, as you can see what's happening now, COVID-19. So the way for that, as far as I'm concerned, whatever the inconveniences this ALMAJ1R1S are subjected to, I am all for it, because I want it discouraged, and at some point in the near future, I want it completely to be stopped. Not near future, if I might correct this man speaking, it should be stopped now. Not a matter of just discouraged, stopped. There should be punitive laws. After all, they say they have Sharia law in the north, not the conventional law. He went on to say, I want it completely to be stopped because we have the people who have refused to really stamp their feet on the ground to put a stop to it simply because they don't have the political will. He explained further that the people who are supposed to say no don't do so. Secondly, there is also the idea that because of our liberal nature, you can travel all the way from Lagos to Maiduguri to Sokoto to Calabar without being harassed, because they take advantage of that to go and now have so many colonies of ALMAJ1R1S in so many places where the culture is not even there. They are in the southeast of Nigeria. They are in the southwest of Nigeria. This culture of ALMAJ1R1S is non-existent there. The south doesn't have any of this. It is the north that brought about and created the ALMAJ1R1S system. It is the north that chose to be backward. It is the north that chose to be evil to themselves. They chose to be counterproductive to themselves. There is no ALMAJ1R1S. Yes, the south have their own challenges, but not this type. There are probably some few, one or two beggars here and there, but when you see them, they are blind, and they go out there, put it on uniforms. Maybe you'll find one or two, but it's not something. You'll barely find any southerner. I'm not saying maybe one or two does not exist. Don't let us get it wrong. But 99.9% of destitute beggars and all of these that we have all known over time are from the north. Yet they boast to have the richest man. They boast this and that. They boast to be the ones that understand the religion. They boast that a lot of this. What is going on with them? How is it that charity does not begin in their own home? How is it that they are not helping themselves to put themselves right? So he said, as far as is concerned, he has no problem with them being treated in a shabby manner, adding that if they are caught, they should be apprehended. The ALMAJ1R1S may be innocent, but those who facilitate their journeys should be arrested and jailed. Unless we put our foot down, we are not going to have any end to this criminal phenomenon. It is time for this to end. Time for this to end. Time for this to end. Time to put a stop to this structure. Time to put a stop to all of this things. It's not right. It's not right. So if you are from the northern part of Nigeria, I do see some of them on this platform, not much anyway. I'm not kind of saying things, of course we have to be frank, but it is good if you can focus your energy into, sensitizing the people. They speak your language, sensitize them, let them know that re-educate them so that they can be more profitable to themselves and to the society at large. This ALMAJ1R1S system is not good. It's not right. It is evil. It is total evil. It is wickedness of the highest order. Educate them. Tell them the reality of things. Because a lot of people are already calling for a breakaway of Nigeria as a result of the happenings that have been ongoing for a long time. Many of these northerners, ALMAJ1R1S, they also came into it too. But if they came into it and they're not ready to get out of it, then people will ask for a break, and a break is very certain.